Now, your height is going to matter a whole lot more on Tinder. That's because this week, the dating app just quietly tried to test a new feature where users can filter by height. So
what's up, YouTube? Guys, today's news, it's over for the short kings, guys. I'm 5'6", it's over for me. Oh my god, let's get into the video for today.
now, your height is going to matter a whole lot more on Tinder. That's because this week, the dating app just quietly tried to test a new feature where users can filter by height. Someone posted a screenshot on Reddit showing a new height toggle in discovery settings, which allows users to specify the height they want for their matches. And you want to know the top comment on that Reddit thread? The only way they're going to get women to pay for their service too. Now, they did put a disclaimer right above this saying that it's not so that women can filter out short men. Because I'm not going to lie, Twitter is having a meltdown right now saying it's over.
It's over for the short kings. If it's not about women filtering short men, what is it about? Because we know women are generally attracted to taller guys, and women will pay for the service, bro, to get their dream 6 foot plus whatever guy, right?
Over for short kings. But what is so ironic is that in 2019, they actually posted about a height verification for April Fools. 6 years later, though, we now have a height filter, and it's the 2nd of May. So it's real. But what do you think? Should they keep or remove this new feature?
Oh, so when they posted in April, right? April Fools, right? They were trying to test out to see the reaction that people were going to give, what they were planning to do. Let me tell you something what you need to understand as a man. You are going to be embarrassed for the benefit of women into today's society as a man. You understand? They will embarrass you in the movies. You are always going to be painted as the abusive one. You're always going to be painted as the narcissistic one. You're always going to be painted as the dummy. You're in the dating apps, as you can see, you will always be exposed. You understand? You're too short for the quotes and quotes beautiful girls. You're too broke for them, right? You always be cancelled. How dare you as a man say you don't want an overweight woman, right? But when she says she doesn't want a short guy, you go girl, right? How dare you as a man say you don't want a girl who has a high body count, but when she says she doesn't want a broke guy, you go girl, you deserve the best, you're a queen, right? That's what they say. At the end of the day, let me tell you something, bro. It doesn't matter how they try to curate a fake reality to try and boost women's ego. Reality is reality, bro. If you self-improve as a guy, you will always have leverage in the dating market, bro. Because at the end of the day, women are going to filter for the best men. Let me tell you something. When I see a 6 foot plus guy who doesn't take care of himself, is out of shape, which is a lot of them, right? Doesn't dress well, can't even talk to girls. You know what I do? I just say, thank you, Jesus. Because this man hit the genetic lottery and he could literally clean the room. I would have no chance if he took care of himself. But guess what? He doesn't. You understand? At the end of the day, bro, the game is the same no matter your height as a man. Because once you tick the money box, for example, you've already separated yourself from over 80% of men. Once you tick the gym box and you look, you're in fantastic shape, just Google how many men are in good shape, bro. How many men, what percentage of men do you think have a six-pack? You've already separated yourself from most guys. Once you have good charisma, start approaching girls, bro. Learn how to talk to girls. They're human beings, bro. You don't need to learn these goofy lines online. Learn how to talk to girls, just normal conversations, right? Be charismatic, be fun. You've already separated yourself from most men. Once you learn to have boundaries as a guy, when you don't allow disrespect from a woman, no matter how beautiful she is, you've already separated yourself from most guys. Because guess what? When most guys are with a beautiful woman, they will allow any disrespect. They will pay anything for her. They would get used. They will prefer to get used just to get the attention because they feel lucky to be in the presence of a beautiful woman. When you have boundaries as a man, you've already separated yourself from most men. Because guess what? At the end of the day, what do girls want, bro? It doesn't matter what they say. When they say, oh, I want a nice guy, or I don't care about this, they still want an attractive man who has boundaries, who can stand up for himself, who's confident, who's romantic, who's strong and can protect, who can provide. So when you start ticking these necessary boxes, bro, you're still going to be chosen, because at the end of the day, women are sleeping with the top 20% of men in either looks, money, status, or charisma, right? You have to be a top 20% man. And your advantages in time as a guy when it comes to dating. You understand? When you are 20, sometimes even if you are tall, bro, you don't have the confidence, you don't have the resources, you don't have the charisma yet to be very attractive to girls. Now, if you hit the genetic lottery and you're very attractive, yes, you might get some options, definitely. But you'll find that as you grow older, right, your looks are not going to have the same impact that they had when probably when you're in high school, right? You now need to be a high status man, you need to be building something, right? But at the end of the day, once you start building yourself up as a guy, every girl wants you, bro. The tens that you see still want high value men, right? So your goal as a man is to be self-improving, because at the end of the day, where you're competing, we're all competing for the same goals. So it doesn't matter how much society tries to shame you as a man. It doesn't matter how society tries to tell you, bro. Actually, it's actually good that they shame you. Because you know what? When girls say, I don't want a broke man, you know what box to tick. You know you need to make your money. It doesn't matter how long it takes you. Because as a man, once you tick that money box, you can play the game into your 90s. You can play the game until you die. You understand? Women have a perishable asset that gives them the advantage, which is beauty. The moment a girl turns 16, she starts getting attention from all types of men. This is what builds their ego to block you when, or just be like, oh, I don't want a broke man, or I don't want this, right? But their asset is perishable, because how long can they be beautiful, bro? They can only be, their peak years of beauty are in between the years of maybe 20 to around 28. It's gonna fade. But you can play the game with the most beautiful girls as long as you self-improve as a guy. So it doesn't matter how society tries to prop up girls and try to shame us and try to make us inadequate and try to make you feel like you are nothing. It don't matter, bro. You need to focus on yourself, G. And maybe here's the thing, bro. I'm not even saying do all these things to get girls. But a byproduct of improving as a man is that you're just going to get female attention. It is what it is. The byproduct of you being a real masculine man, taking care of what you need to take care of, being in the gym, working on something, a business, something, work on a YouTube channel like I'm doing, bro. Watch my YouTube channel 10 years from now. You'll be looking at, I was following this guy when he had 200 subscribers, but bro, this nigga is big now. You have to start building something that can pay you in some sense, right? Status, your network, everything. That's how you gain the advantage in the dating market. And once you are at a certain threshold, bro, you have your, now it's just, can you approach girls and just, introduce yourself? Because your money is right, your life is fantastic. And they will be there complaining about, oh, you just like to date kids. Oh, I want a mature guy who's not intimidated by me. At that point, bro, you don't even want them. Because think of the girls your age when you're not in your 30s, bro. Most of them are going to be baby mamas. Most of them are going to be overweight. You're not even going to want to talk to them, bro. You're going to be looking at the younger girls who are 21, 22, 23, 24, still at their peak. And no matter how women want to complain, bro, when you're a high status man, you're not looking at the bottom of the barrel older women at the end of the day. Older women, they struggle in dating. They're trying to get a guy who can commit to them, and most of them are failing miserably. You understand? So it doesn't matter, bro, how much the dating apps are trying to shame you, how much society is trying to shame you. You have the leverage if you work hard on yourself. Till my next video, I'm out.